Heaven's California.
Hey guys, today I'm going to react into a Stephen D video. It was just released today. It is about, how long is this video? 6 minutes. Alright. My evil landlord raised my rent, so I got payback and he lost out on $20,000. What? So he raised your rent, you got payback, and then he lost $20,000. I'm not going to ask questions, I'm just going to get into this because I don't know what to expect here. Let's just go.
In the late 90s, Rocky and his
wife just got married and decided to dink it. Double income, no kids for a few years to save up for a down payment on the house. The dot-com bubble was still rising and he was a newly minted software developer. They rented an apartment in the new city that was listed for $950 a month. The landlord, Hank Wazowski, was a real estate agent who owned a 2-bedroom condo as an investment property. He seemed slightly amused by them. Clueless, young, newlywed couple. They filled out the rental agreement and the credit check. Hank looked at the credit application where Rocky listed his job title as software developer and his income, $75K. For a 23-year-old in his second year out of college in the late 1990s, this is a small fortune. I can't believe how much money you make. Rocky explained that they were saving to buy a house and that they were only going to stay in the apartment for a year. We might stay a few months after the term is over. Would month to month be okay after? Hank assured them that would be fine. When they saw him again another time, he kept mentioning he couldn't believe that's what software developers were making. It was awkward and Rocky gave a vague reply. A year later, they had found a house to buy, signed all the papers, and they were making plans to move. The new house wasn't going to be ready until 2 months after their rental lease was up, so Rocky called Hank to ask if they could, as discussed, simply extend the lease by 2 months before moving out. Hank assured him on the phone it would be no problem and he would send over an extension for them to sign. It arrived in the mail and it included a month-to-month clause and a $500 increase in the rent? Hank, why are you increasing the rent over 50%? That's too much. That's more than my new mortgage is gonna be. He was super condescending. Rocky, it's what the apartment goes for now. I would be losing money by renting it for less. Rocky tried to reason with him, but it was very clear he knew that they could afford the $500. You don't have to like it, Rocky. You just have to pay it. He swallowed his pride and wrote out the check for $1,450 each month. Hank had screwed him for over $1,000 and there was nothing he could do about it. What made it even more infuriating is that Rocky saw the ad Hank put in the paper after they moved out and he listed the apartment for rent at only $150 more than they had been paying originally. And still, it didn't rent. So a month later, he saw the same ad and he had lowered the price to $75 more than they had been paying. Fast forward about 5 years, one day out of the blue, Rocky overhears one of his co-workers, Phil. Hey Mike, I'm expecting someone to drop off some paperwork for me. If Hank Wazowski asks for me, tell him I'll be right out. Rocky follows. Phil, how do you know that name, Hank Wazowski? Phil explains that Hank is his real estate agent. Right then, the front door to the office opens, and in walks Hank Wazowski. Hank, this is my friend Rocky. I think you may have already met.
Oh,
yeah,
I know.
My wife and I were your tenants a few years ago. Remember the software developer who rented for a year, saving to buy a house? Hank's eyes indicate he now remembers Rocky. Oh, of course. How are you doing? This is the early 2000s, so the real estate market is very strong and easy money for any agent. An agent getting 3% on a $600,000 sale on a house, and the purchase is around $20,000.
Bad math, I don't know what they're talking about. I'm bad
That's
math.
a good commission for the agent, isn't it? Hank's eyes flash, and Rocky can tell he remembers everything about him now. Hank deflects Rocky's question, saying it's complicated and tells Phil to send back the papers as soon as possible. He leaves, but not before Rocky said, "It was really good to see you again, Hank." Rocky, what was that all about? Phil noticed Rocky's passive-aggressive tone. So he tells him the whole story. Phil, you can't use this guy to sell your condo and buy a house. I'll help you find another real estate agent. Just anyone but Hank. Phil said he's a little surprised at the story and has always known Hank as a straightforward guy. But I totally see him doing that to you, he admits. There's no way I could use him now. And then Phil's eyes lit up a bit. Hey, what do you want me to say when I fire him? They came up with a plan, and Rocky made sure there were some key phrases in Phil's repertoire. Hi, Hank. It's Phil calling. Yeah, about that, I've decided to get some other quotes from other agents.
Oh, damn.
I'm not going to sign with you. No, you shouldn't give a discount. You'd be losing money if you did that. No, it has nothing to do with Rocky. Well, you don't have to like it, Hank. You just have to accept it. Goodbye.
I love that.
And it was the greatest revenge Rocky could have ever imagined. Through a chance meeting years later, Rocky lost out on $20,000 in easy commissions, and the best part is, Hank absolutely knew it had everything to do with Rocky.
Okay, if you guys know math, then tell me, because I don't know math. So I don't know, 3% increase, 600, I don't know what that, I'm kind of lost, not gonna lie. So if you guys know what they're saying, then let me know, because I have no idea what they're saying. Because I literally do not know what they're saying, so I'm just kind of like, what? But anyway guys, I hope you guys did like this video. Let me know in the comments what they were saying, because I'm slow, so, you know. Let me know what they were saying, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching, like, comment, subscribe, and peace out.